So here we are at Stratascope's headquarters. We're going to take a look today at the Stratascope mobile sales enablement platform. This is brand new to be released Thanksgiving 2010, and I'm just going to click on the Stratascope icon on my Droid phone. It also works on a Windows phone or an iPhone, basically any phone with a smartphone enabled browser. So I'm going to log in, and what we're going to see is I get an opportunity screen that looks just like the one on my desktop for those Stratascope users that are out there. And you can see the companies that I've been researching and working with from a sales perspective. You can also see across the top that I've got a menu where I can get to this home screen, or I can go research industries or markets. At the bottom of the screen, I can type in a company and search for something new. In this case, let's just look and take a look at our Google research and see what we have on that particular account. So for Google, we see all the different pieces that we have, some company and financial information, some peer benchmarking, some best bet business issues that I might want to discuss with them, some news, the people that I've tagged and tracking, an org chart if I've built one, any of my notes, links, and attachments that I've brought in as part of my research for this account, a full set of financial charts and reports. So let's look at some of these details. I just clicked on financial highlights, so with the push of one button I can see this is about a $27 billion company at their current run rate, running with a operating profit of almost a little over a third of their revenues. Really nice place to be if you're Google. Let's back out of there. The basic company information at the top, showing us where they are, their website, some information about them being publicly traded, their almost $200 billion market cap right now, and a description of their company. We jump into the benchmarking screen, and this is where we're going to get our somewhat famous now bubble charts, which kind of give us a quick overview of how this company is performing against their peers. Google is the benchmark in many areas, with their biggest opportunities coming in the areas of asset utilization and their core cost of services that they deliver. Microsoft leads in both of those areas. Jumping back out, we can drill down into our best bet business issues. This is a list of the top issues that we think someone in this industry with the market characteristics of Google might want to talk to a salesperson about. If I drill into something like the first one, at-risk customers, not only do I get some details on that issue that I might want to discuss with Google, but I also get the mapping to, in this case, Stratascope solutions at the bottom, but these would be the solutions of your company as we map them in with your sales and marketing teams. Backing out to our main screen, after the Best Bet Business Issues was the news. This is a live news feed from over 9,000 news sources, so we're pulling that in one swoop so that you can see the most recent news at any point in time. I can do the same thing with tagged people. These are some of the people that work at Google that I wanted to track, Chris DeBona and Eric Schmidt and so forth. Of course, there's popular names that are out there. After tagged people, if I've created an organization chart for this opportunity, which may include Google employees as well as consultants, other partners, and so forth that I'm working with, I can just click on the org chart view, scroll around that, and get to the things that I need to. Notes, links, and attachments. This part's great because as I look at the notes that I have here, I can see that I have the ability to add a new note as well. So if I've just come out of a meeting with Google and I want to add something to my notes, I can do that here, and it'll show up on my desktop when I get back to the office. Everything is tied together from the same database, whether you're on the desktop version or whether you're on your phone. Financial charts are available for all of the different metrics that an organization might look at. Perhaps we want to compare the operating profit margins of some of these main companies. We can look at Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, and Time Warner. We see that Microsoft is leading, but Google's coming on strong, may have some opportunity there. You can look at any of the other charts and graphs for the same information, and I can back out and do the same thing with the detailed financial reports. I can look at any of the companies in the research, or I can look at any time frame in any particular financial report just by using the drop downs at the top of the screen. So that's all the different types of things I can store in here and keep available at my fingertips when I'm out on the road working with my clients from a company perspective. If we jump over to our industry perspective, this is where we might want to run down through our industry selector and pick one to take a look at. So let's jump into chemical products industry. Within chemical products, we can look at an industry profile, which is a lot of detailed research on that industry, the processes and sub-processes that make up the industry. And just like accounts, we can have notes, links, and attachments and industry news as well. Without boring you about the notes, links, and industry news, let's just jump into the industry profile and see what kind of details we have on the individual industry. Now, this is pulling a lot of information on that industry back to the screen. As you can see, we've got an industry overview with a number of different segments in it, or I can jump down to recent activity. I can open that up, and I might want to look at what are some of the recent developments in this particular industry, some of the critical factors in the last couple of years, in 2009, 2010. I can look at what some of the current opportunities are in terms of pollution prevention, microfluidics, etc. Some of these things might be relevant to the meetings that you're going into, and you might need to just shore up on some industry knowledge. It's all right here for you. We jump out of the industry profile and we jump into the processes, and what we'll see is a list of the main processes within this particular industry. If the scope next to it is green, that means your company has some solutions that they can bring to bear within that process. As Stratascope is a sales enablement company, we're going to look in the selling area. Within selling, I can see the whole list, but I'm going to drill down further into my manage opportunities area. And within managing opportunities, I can see some of the real business issues that chemical manufacturers have in the managing sales opportunities area. So I might go into the details of sales forecasting, which brings us right back to where we were from an issues and alignment to your solution standpoint a while ago when we were looking at Google. So we can back out of here a step at a time, jump over to markets. We've got a full market research wizard built into here. I can select a business model to kind of begin to reduce the number of companies that I'm looking at. So let's go into our commercial industrial model and make sure I click that. Within commercial industrial, we can pick any industry that we really want to take a look at. In this case, I'm going to take a look at the electronics industry. Now I get into our geographies, and we can see the counts. Asia has over 10,000. Europe over 10,000, etc. I'm going to go into an area that I know, so I'm going to go into North America with over 4,700, the United States with 3,900 manufacturers of this type. I can select individual states if that's what I'm interested in. Maybe I just want California. Scroll down to the bottom, click Next. Then I can decide on what kind of revenue bands. We'll take probably just the biggest two, and that'll give me a real nice feel for this. I might look for just companies within that group that are struggling from a profitability standpoint. And from there, I've got the 12 organizations that I'm interested in. And we'll just click through to our finish. And there we'll see the remnants of Sun Microsystems, Gateway, JDS Uniphase, etc., etc. Can pick any one of these companies like Harmonic. And that'll bring us into a description and some of the details on this particular company, some of their financials, and then the ability to start a new detailed analysis on this particular company. So perhaps I got a lead on my way out about some other types of companies or an idea during a meeting. I want to get that tapped in, get that analysis onto my computer, and get started on it. So I get that plugged in. I can go back to my desktop where I have the full breadth of capabilities of Stratascope so that it becomes fully available for you at your fingertips. So hopefully you like this quick tour of the Stratascope mobile research platform, and hopefully we hear from you. You can reach out to us by going to our website at www.stratascope.com or giving us a call at 508-634-8200. We'd love to hear from you.